Welcome back to Thru the Numbers. It's the NHL show for October 17th. That's a Thursday. 11 game slate we got tonight. Quickly to recap, it's about 12 in the a.m. So it's just beginning of Thursday morning when I'm recording this. Recap from our Wednesday night video. So it looks like the only play that hasn't hit is the Elias Lindholm point. Even though it looks like Boston's put up a few points, maybe we'll get one an empty netter or something, but we'll see. But we did hit on the Evgeny Malkin assisted plus money. Also, if you sprinkled, like I said, on the 2+ assists, that was a plus 700 play, so we hit that. Malkin finished with 3 assists, 4 points in the 6-5 win over Buffalo. And then Dylan Guenther stays hot. He gets the point. He hits the point and 2.5 shots. Parlay. So far, it looks like he's not going to hit the anytime goal this time, but who knows? That game could be headed into overtime, so maybe he'll get a shot at it. Yeah, and I think and a bonus play. Remember, I said David Pastrnak to get a power play point. We're not going to get him at plus 150 or better. Well, he hit that power play goal in this game, so we hit that too. The Keller Schmaltz remains to be seen whether or not that'll be hit, but overall should be a winning and profitable day if you played all the plays. If you just played the best bets, again, it should be a winning and profitable day for you. So I'm pleased to move on from that to our Thursday slate. And like I said, there's a lot of games, so I tried not to get overly excited, but there are quite a few plays I like. So I'll go over the best bets first. And then if there's time, I don't want to make this video too long. If there's time, I'll get into some leans I have for the night. Of course, we'll talk live betting strategy. If there's any games that I find interesting, I'll give you a little strategy for that. We'll talk some line combo parlays as well. And I got a couple anytime goal plays you might want to consider. But they're just leans for now. Anyways, all right, let's get into it. Let's start with the best bets. And let's go to a game where I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this one. I could be wrong, but I think that we're in for a high-scoring game between the Devils and the Senators. And for that reason, I like Brady Tkachuk assist. Last I saw this was at plus money. So Brady's registered an assist in 4 straight games, 6 assists over that span, with 3 in the last game against LA, where Ottawa exploded for like 9 goals or something. So I like to see him taking that confidence into this next game. He's over in 7 of his last 10 overall, so he's registered an assist in 7 of 10. 5 points and 3 assists in his last 2 matchups against the Devils, registering assist in 2 of his last 3 games versus the Devils. I think it's just a good value play for the way that they've been playing. And just I think you also have to consider he plays with Tim Stützle. Tim Stützle has been super hot, and you remember this was a former was he 2nd overall pick, and he's looked great to start the season. They could do some damage in this game against New Jersey. New Jersey's been pretty okay defensively so far this season. Will that continue? I don't know. I'm not sure. But this will be a nice test for them, and the way Ottawa's offense has been looking, I think they can get a point. I think that Tkachuk, Stützle line can get a point. They play on the top power play together too, and that's also why I don't mind sprinkling a little same game parlay with the Tkachuk assist and Stützle to get a point. They're playing, like I said, they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. Top line, top power play together. I think this matchup is better than what it currently looks like on paper. I think the Devils' defense has been overperforming. I think, Markstrom should start, but doesn't mean Markstrom is going to be lights out every game. Like I said, I think this will be a high-scoring game, and I think that the Senators will get to him here. And that's why I like Tkachuk to get the assist, and like I said, the same game parlay with the Stützle point. All right, next play, sticking in this game, and we're going to stay on the assist play. Like I said, I think lots of goals will be scored, and you could make the case that more goals will probably be scored by the Devils, which is why I really like Jesper Bratt to get an assist in this game. I think Ottawa is defensively still not there, goaltending wise still not there. They've just kind of been running on their offense so far. Excuse me. They've just been running on their offense. Oh man, there we go. They've just been running on their offense so far. So Bratt plays on that top line, top power play with Jack Hughes, and I believe Timo Meier, but they may have moved him off that line, I think. No, so they still got Timo Meier on that line. So Timo Meier is more of the shooter on the line, but Hughes can shoot too. But Jesper Bratt, I like him for an assist in this game. He has assist in 4 of 6 games and 3 straight this season. And I think we're getting this at plus money. So I think that's a decent bet for tonight, even if you just want to go a half unit on it if you're not. But I think you could go a full unit on this one. But what I will say, maybe put a half unit or a quarter unit on, because you could get a decent payout, is Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt both to get 2 points in this game. Because like I said, I think Ottawa is going to give up a lot of goals in this game. And odds are they're gonna get attacked by this top line of Hughes and Bratt. So I like them both to get 2 points. You'll get a nice plus money parlay with that for a little sprinkle. Don't go crazy on that one. Like I said, Jesper Bratt assist is the play, but if you want to sprinkle, that's a nice little home run swing there with the Hughes and Bratt 2 points each. All right, let's move on to another play. Next one I want to get to is Yegor Chinakhov of the Columbus Blue Jackets to get over 2.5 shots against the Buffalo Sabres. So not a sexy play, but Chinakhov has been heavily involved in Columbus's offense, especially on the power play. He's playing top line. He's playing top PP. His shot volume so far has been consistent, and with his increased role, 2.5 shots is a reachable target. I think in this game, Buffalo's also playing on the second leg of a back-to-back, so that could mean that Columbus could have an extra jump over Buffalo, which could lead to more chances, more shots is kind of what I'm thinking here. And, given his recent performance as well, look, he's got a point in every game so far this season. So I wouldn't talk you off of sprinkling a little half unit on him to get a point as well, because I believe that's also plus money, or it's close to even at least. So that could be a decent play. And if you're feeling real frisky, don't put a lot on this, please. Like I probably won't even bet it, but it just because of the way the Sabres penalty kill looked, against, mind you, it was Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh is slow, man. I watched this game, and Pittsburgh is slow. Pittsburgh got lucky to win this game, in my opinion. Anyways, back to the point I'm making here. If you want to sprinkle on him to get a power play point, listen, no means is this a lock. No means am I saying this is just a lean. It's just a lean. This is the power play point, but I like him to get a point. Love him to get over 2.5 shots. So that's the play. Yegor Chinakhov to get over 2.5 shots against Buffalo. All right, let's move on to another one. And some people might find this one a little crazy, but I just like it because we're getting plus money. So Travis Konechny over 3.5 shots. Who are they playing again? Sorry, I thought I had this in my notes here, but I guess I don't. Against the Seattle Kraken, and so the Kraken are kind of middle of the pack in terms of allowing shots on goal. Not too impressed with them this season. Like I think I've mentioned on other episodes, I bet the under on their win total. Bet them to not make the playoffs. Not a big fan of this team. I think they have lots of great depth pieces that would be great depth pieces on other teams, but there's no one really to lead this team. They have good support horses, but they don't have any lead horses, is the way I'll phrase it. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Travis Konechny over 3.5 shots. He's been firing the puck at will so far this season. He's averaging 4 shots per game this season. And obviously he's the focal point of Philadelphia's offense, playing top line, playing top power play. So his aggressive play style, willingness to shoot from all areas, makes this kind of a pretty solid play at plus money. I'm not going to say full unit for this one because 4 shots is a lot. But half unit for plus money, I like that. And then maybe if you want to take that other half unit you would have spent on the shots and either put that half unit or a quarter of that or a quarter unit on Konechny to get a point parlayed with Michkov. He had 2 goals in the last game. Looked pretty good against Edmonton. I think him maybe taking that confidence into this next game could lead to more offense. So yeah, can't talk me off that line combo parlay as well. But yeah, the play for a half unit, Travis Konechny over 3.5 shots. All right, next play, we got another shot. A lot of shots, but these are all plus money, guys. Like I don't know what to tell you. Plus money for shots. If it's a decent look and it's an okay matchup, you gotta take these shots when you get them. Like I said, I've said this before. Hockey betting is all about finding value. It's not about what do you think is most probable to happen. If I was to bet what's most probable to happen every night, I probably wouldn't make that much money because I'd be paying insane juice on what I win, and the winning percentage wouldn't be enough to cover what you lose on the juice. So that's why you got to bet value. You got to bet the value plays. So speaking of value plays, this next one I got Mikael Granlund of the San Jose Sharks to go over 2.5 shots for plus money against the Chicago Blackhawks. So Granlund has been quietly effective generating offense so far. And in the last little while, not just this season, but even dating back to last year, he's had an uptick in his shot volume. So over 2.5 shots is a pretty reasonable play at plus money here. He's been getting good opportunities in key offensive situations, playing top line, playing top power play with Celebrini out of the lineup. He's gone over 2.5 shots in 8 of his last 10 games, including all 3 games of this season, and Chicago's giving up the 5th most shots on goal in the league right now. So yeah, at plus money, Mikael Granlund over 2.5 shots. I don't think I really need to go into it more than that. I think this is a good value play, and I'm going to put a full unit on this one, I think, actually. I like it that much, but I will warn you, it could be because I'm a Sharks fan, but I just think there's all the elements line up for me. You have the recent performance, you have the 10-game performance, you have the situation, you have the opportunity, and then you have a good matchup. Like, all the things that I look for, all those boxes are ticked on this one. So I really like this play, Mikael Granlund over 2.5 shots at plus money against the Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, man. I don't know if I would call this a best bet. I think we're done with best bets. I think we're moving into something else now. But I haven't had many. I don't like to bet money lines early in the season. We played around with the puck line parlay at the beginning of the year, but we just need to get a better sense of how these teams are performing before we can make a decision. It's a little bit easier with player props because it's all about opportunity, but the way teams are matching up against each other, the way teams are playing in form, a lot of that is very fluid, especially at the beginning of the season. So, but I have to ask, am I crazy? Because I really want to bet the Columbus Blue Jackets money line against the Buffalo Sabres. And now this could just be because, like I said, I watched the Sabres against Pittsburgh, and God, Pittsburgh just was so slow and sloppy. And somehow this Buffalo team, who we expected to take a step, outside of JJ Peterka, really didn't impress me all that much. I mean, Tage Thompson was good, but he's always good. But JJ Peterka was like the only guy who really stood out to me. Owen Power, didn't really notice him that much in this game. Dahlin was okay. And Columbus has been weirdly good. I mean, they're only 1-2, but this game's at home. They're really, they have, with the tragic passing of Johnny Gaudreau, they kind of have that. I don't want to say it's inspired the team, I think, and why they're playing so strong is because they've all really come together. From that, we've seen that in sports so many times, like a team coming together over a tragedy and just upping their performance. And I'm not going to compare the Columbus Blue Jackets to the New Orleans Saints after the Hurricane Katrina back in the day, because they came out explosive, because it's really not the same thing. The Blue Jackets, they're not there yet, but again, against a bad team against a bad team, the one team coming off a back-to-back against a Blue Jackets team that just seems motivated. They're playing hard, and they got a couple of young guys that are looking pretty good. So I kind of want to bet it. It's a lean for now. Like, it's a feeling. I have no numbers to go off this. It's just a feeling. I just think Columbus is going to beat Buffalo. So that's just a lean. No, not telling you to bet this one, but I do like it. All right. Line combo bets I didn't mention. I mean, if you can get Kucherov and Point to get a point together, if that's plus money, maybe take it. I don't think it is, but if it is, Hintz Robertson, one of our faves. I think it's hit once for us. It's missed once for us. But this is a pretty good matchup against Dallas, so I could see them hitting it here. Another one that's really interesting is because I think the matchup is what I liked. But Pavel Buchnevich and Jordan Kyrou to combine to both get a point. They play, I guess, second line, top PP together. But anyways, they're top six. They play in a line together, and they play on the top power play. They've been St. Louis's best two offensive players so far this season, and they're playing the Islanders team who just hasn't looked really good defensively. I don't think their goaltending's all that great. It could be better, but it's just not there right now. And until we see otherwise, it should be a decent matchup for offensive players coming in. So that's why I like Buchnevich and Kyrou to combine, both get a point, plus money against the Islanders. One last one. I know I said I hate Buffalo, but Columbus also gives up a lot of goals. So you couldn't talk me off of a Peterka and Tage Thompson point parlay as well, both to get a point against Columbus. A couple leans, and then we'll wrap this up. I've been going on a couple more leans. I'm only gonna give you a couple of these. There's too many, or maybe I'll rapid fire. There's a couple live betting opportunities. Mark Stone assist. This is one I definitely want to talk about. So he's registered an assist in all 4 games to start the season. Mind you, all against pretty bad teams defensively. 6 assists in four games so far for Stone. Playing top line, top power play with Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel has looked sensational to start the year. Again, against pretty bad teams. Tampa's a bit more of a challenging matchup, so that's why it's more of a lean for now. But Stone didn't really play much last year, so you can't really go off his last 2 seasons because he's basically been injured the whole time. So he's had the summer to rest, and they've looked good together so far. So don't hate Mark Stone assist at all. If you wanted to play that, I might. Not sure yet. Another one I'm not sure about, but so when I was looking at the Chinakhov line, the guy who's really impressed me on Columbus so far is Kent Johnson. So Kent Johnson point is interesting because I believe that's plus money. So he's shown flashes of creativity and offensive potential. He's getting a ton of minutes right now. That's the thing that really interests me about him. He's playing over 20 minutes a game right now. So he has a point in every game so far, like Chinakhov. He plays third line with Cole Cylinder, so they can sometimes get some pretty decent matchups playing that third line. And he plays on the top PP. So I don't mind that one either. Another lean I'll give you, Artemi Panarin to get 2 points against the Red Wings. Red Wings defensively, not been great. And their goaltending hasn't looked good either. Panarin has 6 multi-point games in 13 games with the Rangers against the Detroit Red Wings. So him to get 2 points is plus money. Still leaning on that one. I'm not sure because again, it's hard. It's hard to say when you want to go 2 points sometimes, but that's a decent matchup. So don't hate it. Don't hate it one bit. I'll give you 2 anytime goals and then 2 guys I like for anytime goals. I like Cole Caulfield, anytime goal, but I feel like we've been playing it too much. But I do think it is a pretty decent matchup, given the way the Kings have been defensively without Doughty and the way their goaltending has been. They're giving up a lot of goals. So I like Cole Caulfield to get a goal, and I also like parlaying Cole Caulfield's point with Suzuki to get a point as well. So those are actually pretty good plays and could be in the best bets. But I have not bet those yet. And then the other anytime goal I like is Chris Kreider of the Rangers. He's scored quite a few against Detroit, and like I said, it's just picking the right matchup, and I think this is a decent matchup for him. He's always a threat to score. He's always around the crease. He plays on that top power play, and that's where I think he'll probably get his point. So yeah, there's a couple other guys I kind of like for points, but I'm not even going to bother because just too much effort. So before we wrap this up, live betting opportunities. So there's 3 that I think you could consider. If the Devils are down at some point by a goal or 2, now this is all situational, mind you, and you can reach out to me, reach out to our IG at Thru the Numbers if you're trying to reach me about this. But look, New Jersey Devils, I think they can score goals. So if they're down against Ottawa, I could see them coming back in this game. So I don't hate that at all. I don't hate if you can get the Devils at plus money at some point in the game. But again, like I said, you have to pay attention and read the game. Don't just do it blindly. Try and kind of see if it's not totally one-sided. Make sure nobody got hurt or anything like that, and that's why the game's so lopsided. But if you can get the Devils at plus money on a live bet, that could be a good opportunity. If you can get the Oilers at plus money at some point, they've been going down early. I bet them against Philadelphia the other night, and that worked out for me. If you can get them at plus money at some point against the Predators, I think that's a decent bet. And then the Rangers, if the Rangers go down at some point against the Red Wings, I think if you can get them at plus money, that's a pretty decent bet to make as well. So yeah, that about does it. We went through a lot of stuff. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if there were any plays that you're rolling with, you're riding with, whatever you want to say. Let me know if there's anything you guys really like for Thursday night slate. Be happy to look into those. And, do me a favor. If any of this was helpful, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Tell your friends about me. And tell them about the winning plays. Not the losing ones, just the winning plays that we've been giving out. And, yeah, I guess till next time. We'll see y'all. Peace.